life, the number one lesson is that the only way to have a fulfilled life is that means for me is to live it on my terms. Even if that makes 0 sense for me or for other people.
Be more specific. What does that mean?
What I mean by that is, when you're meant to do something and you feel like, yeah, I'm going to do that thing. Doesn't make any logical sense, but I feel a pull towards that. Or even when I started my business, when I moved to the online environment, a lot of people told me, like, why'd you quit corporate? Because I felt like it. And I never felt so good in my life. Now I want to go to Brazil. I'm feeling like I feel a pull. Doesn't make any sort of sense. But I feel I need to go there. And I've learned this in my life because I had a series of these events, highly intuitive, connected, grounded in my soul. I think that when we have this intuitive like nudges, is literally our soul speaking to us and transcending our brain. Our brain doesn't know how to process that, right? And every time I did this, living life on my terms, yeah, I'm just going to do what I feel I need to do, even if that makes no sense.
What would you say to individuals who have children and just, like, I can tell you just from personal experience being a single mom, 1,000 times wanting to just drop the baby off at the fire department and run away. So what's the difference?
Yeah, I thought about this. I don't have kids, but I do have a lot of.
My son's 18 now, by the way.
Oh, still a kid, Sabrina.
Yeah.
You'll always be your baby, right?
Trying to put a timeline there. This didn't just happen yesterday. This was 18 years ago.
Yeah. I remember you telling me this. I would say that you can still have your crazy periods, as in like still do you, like don't lose your identity. Have set time frames. Honey, I'm gonna take you to the park. You're gonna be in like the sandbox. And I'm just gonna be here watching TikToks or whatever. Or mom, here's the kid. Or sister or friend, honey, babysit the kid. I need to be, I don't know, I need to go out with my friends. I need to go on a holiday. There's always, I'm a strong believer in not losing your identity within a couple, or just because we gain certain titles, right? We get a job, we have kids. You're still Sabrina. Yes, you're a mom too, but you're still Sabrina. So I think of course, life will change because we adapt, we care, but that doesn't mean that our essence changes. The way I see it is like we add more to it. We make it more beautiful. It's kind of like a bouquet, when you put like different types of flowers and it has like different fragrances. That's how I see it.
When you left corporate, did you set yourself up financially?
Oh yeah, of course. I would have not been able to do all the things that I've done. So I've prepared, yes.
That's awesome. How long did you save for before you took the leap?
For me, it was a very short period of time. It was about 6 months. So I was lucky enough to be able to do this in a short period of time.
Yeah.
And the way I've kind of calculated is like, okay, I'm going to give myself 2 years. Like I need to live for about 2 years.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's important to recognize, my story leaving my ex. There's time when we make drastic decisions like this, as far as leaving leaving a job or leaving a spouse, there's some planning. You have to plan a little bit.
Yeah.
So, when we say we just left, it's always good to kind of put that little asterisk in there of like, I did just leave. However, I made like a plan first.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Well, not everybody, you know,
That is a given.
not only does not everyone get that, but people could have some jealousy around, well, I can't just leave because of finances. And it's like, yes, girl, we also didn't just leave. We also had to make a plan, months or years. In my case, it was 4 years. 4 years I was 13 years in that relationship, but I took 4 years to plan because I was being financially abused. So I couldn't make money outside the home. So I had to like secretly make little itty bitty bits of money online to leave. But you have to like set yourself up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why I thought for 3 years before I left my marriage, because I needed to finish law school.
There you go.
So obviously, and I think you touched on a very sensitive topic because I talk to people all day long, basically, and I see this all the time. We see these people that are successful and that have achieved certain things or have been able to get outside a situation that didn't necessarily feel very pleasant, but then we never see the behind the stage.
That's the whole thing.
How long did they thought about that?
Yeah.
Because you need to have a plan for anything. Even when you're making a salad or a smoothie, right? You're gonna think for a second, like, what am I gonna put in this bottle, in this shaker? So that's where I think, as you said, there's a little bit of jealousy and a little bit of victimizing I see with some people. Oh, I can't do this because of this. Well, you can. If you think about it, I really truly believe that we all have the capacity to change our lives.
Yep.
Yes, probably not happen like this.
Exactly.
I mean, seriously, not even Elon Musk did it.
Yeah.
So we're still humans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But if you think about it, you have all you need. We have the resources. And you know exactly what you mean. Like, I remember your story, and I know because I completely resonated with that. I was still the same. I had all my money, just build a house. So I was like, okay, cool, no money. And I had no job because I had to supervise the house. And then what? So I had to think, okay, I need to like kind of slowly find a plan, work towards it, set my goal, and then go.
Yeah.
And then I started getting better and better and better at doing that. So now it's very easy for me to make a plan. Okay, cool. This is what I need to do. Boom, 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 boom. But a lot of people don't have this level of awareness. And that is what I think that, in a way, sabotages their success.
Yeah.
Because they're not prepared. This preparation ultimately.
Yeah. But I think a lot of it is because they miss the backstory, like you were saying. So they see the story of Cristina leaving her job and excelling, but then we don't realize that there was a plan. Like you had to sit down with like a piece of paper.
Yeah, they don't
like we had to sit down with like a piece of paper and come up with a step by like we actually did that. People don't recognize that that's something that people do because they never see it, but it's literally as juvenile and simple as sitting down with a notebook and writing out a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever plan on the steps to leave. Like you had to sit down and be like, how much money do I want? You said it, 2 years.
Yeah.
So you had a plan. You're like, how much money do I have to save out of my check every single month in order to have 2 years worth of income?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And people don't see. I sometimes post on Facebook when I sit on my computer and I say, like, this is how actually success looks like, honey. Me with the bun, I'm wearing my glasses, I'm wearing my shorts. This is how success gets created. Because people don't see, and I had people that told me this in the past. People don't see the 16-hour long days. They don't see my headphones, listening to music, like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I really hope this works because I was getting my coaching certifications. I was doing classes. I was also going to university. I finished my last university in 2021. I was working 14 to 16 hours, Monday through Sunday.
Yeah.
I was exhausted.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep. I was exhausted. I was emotionally drained. But then also I knew, okay, cool. I am available for 6 months of discomfort versus pushing through the same routine, same thing, and not getting there. I was available for intense discomfort for a short period of time to make it happen. I knew my why I was doing that.
Yeah. So, this came up. I host a
But little
mastermind.
secret,
Oh, go ahead.
little secret confession.